good, y'all? Welcome back to Random Comic Reacts Lace issue number 819, excuse me, of X-Men Rise of the Heirs of Apocalypse. So, yeah, we got, what's this chick's name that was like friend that's like married to someone that could speak to the Krakoa tree? I forget the dude's name. This knockoff Flash looking dude or whatever. And this dude I remember seeing in a couple issues. I don't remember his name though. But yeah, let's see what we got. Final issue of the week for Centuries. What the fuck is this? There we go. I have been believed that my methods were the only ways forward only way forward for mutant kind. That if I could become that I become mutantdom's greatest monster in the darkness, driving the species forward through fear and might. You have lost much, Douglas Ramsey. Yeah, Douglas, that was his name, Douglas. Next page. And death can be a passage towards rebirth. Okay, Revolution, Doug Ramsey. We got Bay, the Blood Moon, and Warlock. I think he was in New Mutants, if I remember correctly. He was in the Krakowian X-Men New Mutants book. So this entire issue is going to be focused on them. The Pacific Northwest. Oh. Behold my heir, behold revolution. Where's your wife at, bruh? Oh, there she is. Damn, she looks got a nice rack on her. The dream again, beloved? Yeah, bae. Same as every night, Apocalypse's technology took my body apart, pieced it together according to his design. I hadn't thought about how he'd left his mark on my mind, though. Okay, so what's with the lightning bolts on his face and the darker skin he got? Like, what the fuck is this about? What led us to this moment? I suppose the butterfly still dreams of the chrysalis. The great events. Yeah, hold on. My back is itching really for some reason. Hold on. Oh, there we go. All right, that should take care of that. The great event of our lives always leaves their marks upon us, body, mind, and soul. But I'm glad that your hair grew back. My hair makes me feel more like me, you know? The air of Apocalypse and the hair of the Apocalypse. What? Get it? Because air and hair sound like... She's not interested in your joke, dude. So these guys seem like the next villains of the next X-Men arc. Like, what the hell is this about? Okay, sour. What the hell does it say? Soul friend Doug as well. My wife threw me out the window, though the argument could be made. I had it coming. Is soul friend easing further experiments with humor? I believe he is Warlock. It can be hard to tell, though, as long as it enlists a level of pain one rarely accustomed associated with associates with humor. Excuse me. Clothe yourself, husband. We have work to do. Don't have to interrupt that one. Yeah, why is he just chilling in like the blankets surrounding him, bro? Like, yeah, put a shirt on or something, bro. What the fuck? Okay, so when Apocalypse transformed me into Revelation, it was to take on his mission: survival of the fittest. Krakoa was for lovers. Part of that was elevating me to what he considered fit. Hence the extreme glow up. And as an example of picked randomly and for no particular reason, I can survive being thrown out of a window by the cruel and unreasonable yet stunning woman I married. Threw like a donut or something at him right there. It might be a croissant or something, I don't know. As well as various baked goods, projectiles thrown at me by the same. But makes but make but more to the point, my mutant powers receive the same upgrades. You speak with the authority of Apocalypse himself. You command obedience from all minds who can listen. Okay, Doug, as administrator assesses to the thinking mind. Essentially, yet my linguistic mutant power is now an input and output. That's how it feels. I'm just hacking minds with language, the same way I used to hack computers with code, which carries with it serious ethical concerns. It's the kind of thing Xavier used to do all the time. Every time he crossed the line, he justified it to himself. Crossed the next even more fraught line. I told him back on Krakoa, we need to be good or we're nothing. I still believe that. Ugh. The first thing Apocalypse said to me after he changed me, rise and meet your disciples. I think there's a fly near or something. Okay, rise and meet your first disciples, but he was wrong. You're not my disciples, you're my family. We have a purpose. We have a goodness. Survival of the fittest. But Apocalypse never succeeded in that purpose. Not in all his years. So we need a new take on a very old mission. What does survival of the fittest survival of the fittest mean for our purposes? What does it look like? I used to hack computers, now I can hack people. But we have to hack the planet. Who's listening in on them? Okay, right. Never, neither of you have seen that movie. What movie? Ugh. Let me go back to, do I know what movie? So let me look at the line again. But we have to hack the planet. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. If any of you guys know the movie, please leave it down below in the comments. Probably for the best. I don't need to throw you out of the window twice this morning. So who are these guys in military gear? Of the New Mutants, I was the first of us to die. So judgment of what is and isn't fit I'm not sure how to approach it. But that has to be our starting point. The fuck Technorac philosophy, ideology, doctrine, dogma, whatever, similar ideals. But survival of the fittest is said culture species is to identify cultures and eliminate and repurpose, absorb. Fittest is self. Unfit becomes self-fittest. Self equals fittest. Or destroyed, unfit equals zero. Not ideal. Warlock, interpret. The Archie are people forged in war. Survival of the fittest is a coding aspect of our society. Ugh. But Earth is not Arco, and your mutants are not Archie. Neither mine nor Warlock's culture's interpretations of the idea are going to apply here. Right. We need to understand how to square all these differences, interpretations. Soul Fred. Perimeter alarm. What? Tell him to stay down. Bay. Doug, self-serving Bay, requested that you stay down while she does what she does best. Hunt. Urch's holdovers, G Nations, Spadnin, I pronounce that, League. Analyze information from perimeter sources from sensors. Opposition moving in patterns consistent with military training, but no recognizable equipment pattern. No identity, no identifying insignia or uniform. Enemy forces have been animized. If I'm saying that right, 86% likelihood the opposing forces are governmental, but with no identifying symbols. Black Ops. Get it in one. Get it in one. Oh, yeah! Warlock. Just let MPT to gentle him down. Worry about yourself. Did you ever think about everything that humanity would allow an heir to Apocalypse to exist? You take on his mission with open eyes, Ramsey. You deserve what's coming to you. Wait, is this the guy that we just saw take out the other X-Men? That was talking with Beast, or is this someone else? I forget. Who are you? An official of national emergency. Bull. One doesn't send off kill squad. No, we don't, and that's the problem. One's too soft on your type. Brass doesn't realize that we're in a state of gene war, which is why an unofficial task group of like-minded agents started up a little operation of our own. Zero. Next page. Let me guess. The number of good muties. Look at you. Files were right. You are smart. Not smart enough to not make yourself a target of yourself, though. And you weren't smart enough to do your mission prep right. Put your gun to your head. What? How are you? You call me Ramsey. Warlock calls me Doug. You're wrong, though. I am Revelation, and what I reveal, you obey. I have one job. I have a job to do, and I am not going to let you get in my way. Not one, not zero, not. Dang! I had him, Bay. Wasn't in any danger. Damn, she just eviscerated the dude. You didn't have to kill him. Yes, I did. I understand that you are not our key, beloved. I understand that violence does not come naturally to you. But this is a great work we are embarking upon. All people will die in the course of it. Some of them at your hands, some of them at your own hands. Like it or not, you are an heir of Apocalypse. That is a title that comes with gravity. You are a power in this world now. And you must understand that no mutant or human or whatever other creature you annoy may be allowed to point a weapon at you and live. You must be angry, beloved, because whenever you are, you never remember that I can't understand your psychic speech. And they just kiss. That I understand. Okay, let's move. You get our stuff. I'll reboot Warlock. Next page. And now it's like change color from purple to red. We burn the lodge. By the time they count on the bonds of their own dead and finish shifting through the ashes for hours, we'll be long gone. With Zero after us, we should head north, because if we're going to challenge the world, we could use some X-Men. Nice. Okay, it's cool to see these characters back in, because I really did enjoy them when we saw them in the Krakoa X-Men book. Ooh. This has me intrigued on what that's going to be about. But yeah, man. Overall, this is a fantastic issue, man. Overall, I give this issue a 9 out of 10, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me so you feel like you're the links are below. And as always, back for more. See you guys next time. You